Hey, everybody, welcome to day 317 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It's Monday, April 21st, 2025, and we hit our sales goal today. Yes. All right. Um, that was good because I have put everything now on vacation mode and my handling time is super extended. And I'll be leaving tomorrow and be gone for 10 days, I don't know, a while. Return date is a little bit up in the air at this point, but we'll see. So, there's a lot of work involved in that. So most of my day was spent prepping for that. Um, Samantha is here. She is upstairs reading the Let Them Theory, which we have our book club tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday nights. So we're going to be discussing chapters 1 and 2. And that is also one of the topics of tonight. Yeah. So I thought maybe she would be on Reseller Reflections tonight, but we have a little standing joke because so when Jason and I did the episode in Las Vegas, I had mistakenly said that he was my one and only or my first guest on Reseller Reflections when really Samantha had been on when we were in Gatlinburg and Vanessa had been on a couple days prior. So so I said, all right, well, Jason's my one and only guest. The Santee Swapper is my one and only guest for Reseller Reflections because apparently he got some credit because you know what? And I am going to make an excuse for myself here because it was official. Like we sat down, we recorded, like when I recorded with Samantha, I think I was like, had just gotten out of the hot tub. Like it was just, and she popped her head in. And then with Vanessa, like we were in my bed in the hotel room. Like it was just very informal. So with Jason, it was more of a formal thing. So he was like, I felt like he was the first official guest, but that was not actually true. So anyway, I got a little backlash from that. So sorry, Vanessa, the diabetic reseller, and Samantha, sorting with Samantha and Consignment Chats. But anyway, all right. So reading this book, we've talked about the book a lot. Hopefully you're reading it as well and enjoying it. But at the end of chapter 2, she talks about like no one is coming for you, and this is one of my favorite topics and themes. So our quote for today, this is not from the Mel Robbins book. This is not attributed to anyone. Is nobody is coming to save you. Get up, be your own hero. Which might come off a little negative at first, right? No one is coming to save you. Get up, be your own hero. And it's not though. It's meant to provide power. Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to fix this situation? Because so many things in our lives, like we're the only ones that have the power to fix them. Like I have talked about here, I've talked about how recovering addicts are some of the most inspiring people that I've ever met, because that is one of those things, right? That is a road that you totally have to have the strength to travel alone. And I think that's one of the reasons I really find it inspiring. Like nobody can do that for you. Like you have to do it. And there's a lot of things in life like that. But sometimes we get sidetracked looking for somebody to save us, looking for somebody to fix it, looking for somebody to blame. And when we take that away and we take the power and the responsibility to fix something, it's pretty powerful and inspiring. And I just love the idea of taking your power back. Like it is your responsibility to fix it. So if you find yourself blaming, if you find yourself maybe acting as a victim of your circumstance, if you find yourself looking for somebody to come in and fix it for you, maybe it's time to take our power back. Just some thoughts. One of the funnier episodes I did was earlier in the year. It was over the winter, and I talked about how one of my biggest fears of living alone or being single was if there was a mouse in the house. I'll link up that reseller reflection. If there was a mouse in the house, or if there was a bat in the house, if there was some kind of animal in the house. And so I, went and I got the humane traps, and I, of course, some mice and absolutely freaked out because I was terrified, right? There's these alive little creatures like in this thing, and I'm just, literally just I, I know it's irrational. Some of you are saying, like, yeah, I get it. Others of you are like, oh my gosh, it's a mouse, like get yourself under control. But that was absolutely a fear for me. So my parents live next door. So I was like, Dad, can you come get it and release the mouse? And he was like, no, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay. So like I had to handle it. And there was nobody that was going to save me from that. I mean, it's such a silly example, but after I did that thing and I took responsibility for it, I realized no one was coming to save me with this one. Like this was on me. Um, and I did it. It was super empowering. So yeah, we have two ends of the spectrum here. I said, addiction is very like recovering addicts are very inspiring on this journey that they realize like no one's coming to save them, have to save themselves. And then we have me dealing with the mouse. But anyway, two ends of the spectrum there. Hopefully you fall somewhere in the middle and can relate to that. But just remember, nobody's coming to save you. Get up, be your own hero, just do it, figure out, let them do what they're going to do and let you go ahead, take control, take the power, do the thing, and not really be waiting for somebody else to fix it, somebody else to blame. And yeah, I just love this topic. I think it's really powerful and I see it as such a positive thing even though it does sound at first listen maybe a little negative. All right, so that is what I have for this evening. I will see you on day 318 of Reseller Reflections. I will be coming to you from Greensboro, North Carolina tomorrow night. All right, if all goes according to plan. All right, night night.